Next time we might need a mic. I just wanted to start off. I'm Sarah Senior. If you don't know me, we have a sideline team. Tracy Cartwright and her team are here. So not under me, they're their own, and we kind of come together every month, and we like to share business tips and kind of share ideas and motivation above all. So welcome. Thank you for coming. If you're new, is anyone here new and under the last like 30 days? Have you signed up? Anyone new? Well, welcome and thank you for coming. I think as you continue on in your business, you'll find that these things are more important than you even knew when you very first started. I know I didn't know how important they were, and now that I do them and we come for them, first of all, they're just fun, but second of all, you're going to learn a lot, you're going to gain a lot of confidence, and you're going to have an easier time building your business by coming. So thank you very much. Want to talk a little bit about today. Another announcement came out. Looks like everything's been wiped out good bonus-wise except for today. They did go ahead and extend the $10,000 bonus for anyone enrolled that's new. So this month, anyone enrolled in the month of July is going to be eligible for that $10,000 bonus. Tomorrow is the very best day to get them signed up for that bonus. The reason being is that's the second of the month, and what they say as far as the bonus goes is if you reach the diamond level within your first 3 calendar months, then you will get the $10,000 bonus. And if you're already into the second month or the second day of July, then that's not a full month. So you have all of July, you have all of August, September, and October. Halloween. Yeah. So Halloween, yeah, you can be $10,000 richer by Halloween if we get you working hard, if you start working hard. So that's really exciting that they extended that. They did not do this last year. We did not have bonuses extended this far into the year. Usually they're in the first quarter of the year. So I'm really excited for those that are new that are going to be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's good. And I know truly they don't anticipate these to be extended past this month. I mean, we have no way of knowing that, but if history repeats itself, then yeah, this is probably it. It kind of gives them some build up to conference to release some big bonuses and things like that. So really work hard to get those people in and give them the chance to earn that bonus. And it's a great motivator, great recruiting tool. Not the end all be all, but it's a fabulous thing to really get people's attention. It's what got my attention when I first signed up. So
I know not all my diamonds are here, but how many people here actually have gotten a $10,000 bonus? Raise your hand. How many people have gotten above a $10,000 bonus? Okay. I mean, the $10,000 is wonderful in itself, but that's amazing. So it's totally doable, and we want to help you get there. So yeah, that's why we're here. Next is promotions. We just wanted to kind of recognize everyone that promoted Tracy's team, my team, last month. We're super excited. A lot of mine, actually most of mine, are under Hillary Seymour, and they're all in Florida. Nicole Heim, that's her team, and she's rocking it out big time, and I can't even believe it. So they're crazy down there, so I don't have them to love on, but we do have Carla Spearcy, who was promoted to executive. She's the only one who's here tonight that I had a promotion from on my team, I believe. I hope I'm not missing anyone.
We had some, and please let me know if I did miss any. Again, we got quite a few that are not here and not local, but Olivia Ferris over there, she hit executive.
Nice.
And then Kaylee Mitchell, right over there behind her, just whizzed right on to Ruby. So, both of them are all well on their way past that. So, and we had a lot of people come very, very close to those promotions, and some of the diamonds and doubles, and so yeah, let's just say that July is going to be no lights out. When you get right to a promotion, it's really easy to double promote in the next month. So we're going to see some pretty crazy stuff when we're back here in August. Go ahead and mark your calendars. We are trying to find a day of the week that works. We're going to switch this next one to Monday, August 4th. We're never going to catch everybody, it's just how it is, but just do your best to get there. Back here on August 4th in the same place. So.
Same place, same time.
Shooting for kind of in the works, a one team, one mission here, September-ish. Okay, so hopefully cross your fingers, we can get that arranged. So yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, that'll be a big deal if we can get that done. We're working on it. So
very good.
Yeah.
That's all we have as far as the promotions. Did we miss anybody else? We certainly would never want to miss any promotion of any kind.
I don't think so.
All right, very good.
So just want to start and talk a little bit about steps to success. Everyone that's here right now, whether you're new, whether you're old, we're all following the same steps, and that's what's so great about the business. If you want to make a little bit of money, if you want to make a lot of money, you're going to follow the same 3 simple steps. So I just want to start with that, just to kind of lay that groundwork first tonight, and then we're going to go further. After this, Hillary Seymour is going to come up and talk a little bit about jump-starting your business. For some of us, that may mean, right now I need to jump-start my business. For some of us, we've been in it a little while, and we need to relaunch our business. And she's got some great tips and ideas for you guys to be able to do that. So we'll head into that. But just a little overview on the steps to success. If you're new and you're here, you've already completed step number 1 because you signed up to be a distributor. You bought your business builder kit for $99. So step number 1 is completed every month for you. The next step is going to be that you're going to want to get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. Okay, so just 4 loyal customers. Normally, you're going to go to those people that, if you're new, that you know and love. Maybe if you're old, you're posting on Facebook and you're doing what you can to get those, but just 4 loyal customers. And then step number 3 is going to be to go out and find 3 people that want to do this business with you. Just 3 people. And that's going to complete your goal for the month. I will tell you, I don't complete that goal every single month. Sometimes I complete it twice in a month. So don't feel bad if you have a bad month. I have gotten some calls this month from a lot of you that are like, oh, I'm having the worst. June was a tough month, I think. Did people think June was a tough month? I did. I thought it was tough. People are excited about summer and they want to party right now. All their kids are just getting into, sports and all that good stuff, and their focus is just kind of elsewhere. I will tell you, if you plug into July will blow your mind. July will absolutely, last year, I've only been in it a whole year, I guess, and a half, but last year, July and August were crazy. June was a little slow, so don't feel bad if it was.
No, July and August are big time, and they have been. I've been in an additional year, and both years, July and August were my biggest months of the year, so for sure. So yeah, really dive in. I'm so happy we're here on the 1st to really get everybody, June is gone out of our minds, and off we go again. So that's the beauty of this business, is the first is a total reset. Everybody in this room is a distributor tonight.
Yeah.
We're all started over. That's great. I think that's fantastic. So
it's kind of crazy, because and if you're new, if you're old, when you see that 0 in your BV on the 1st, your heart kind of sinks, and you think, I just did all that work, but it is so fun to watch that build. And by the end of the month, see how much farther it builds from the previous month if you're working and doing your steps of success. One thing I want to talk about is that 80 BB auto shipment is part of your steps of success. That happens when you enroll, and then that happens, and really once you enroll, you really shouldn't touch it, but you're going to enroll, you're going to buy your business builder kit, and when you enroll, you're going to set up your auto shipment. And I personally train my team to set up their auto shipment for 2 boxes of wraps every month, and the reason being is when you go to sell one of those boxes, that's going to pay for your auto shipment. When you sell the other box, you're going to make $100 profit. So right there, you're just way over the top, already, doing well. You're not in the red by any means. And then during that time, those 8 wraps are going on 8 people, and hopefully you're building your team. You're filling out that sheet, the steps to success sheet, and you're putting 4 loyal customers in, and you're putting 3 distributors in. And that's what the business is about. It's about duplicating. This isn't your average, you work for the man, the corporate world, and you get a paycheck, and no matter what you do, whether you work a little bit, whether you don't work a little bit, this is a duplicatable. You want to replicate what we're doing. I'm just replicating what everyone before me did. I know what I've got to do every month. 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors. Done. Once I do that, my business just blows up. I train them to go do the same. It blows up, and that's why this is such a fun business versus, working for the guy up here and hoping to get a good paycheck and all that good stuff. Not get fired. Can't get fired from this unless you want to fire yourself.
Unless you do something stupid. When we talk about the steps to success, in the 4 loyals, the 3 distributors, the auto ship, there's an essential part of that I know that I have lost sometimes and really refocus on. You've got to teach those steps. It's critical that you teach, not just to complete, but anyone that you bring on board with you, you must teach those steps because you cannot do this by yourself. You can bust your tail all month long and you can complete those steps, but if you're not training your new team members to do the same thing, you're just going to kind of spin your wheels. So definitely, you complete them. You can't ask your team to do what you're not doing, or at least busting your butt to do. Like she said, we've all had months where we didn't do it. We've had months where we did it 3-4 times. It just, you just never know. But as long as you're always working towards that, but again, nothing else in this business matters. I pound that with my team. Nothing matters besides the steps to success. Everything else is fluff and distraction and everything else. Complete the steps to success. They are so simple. Hard work, simple steps. Like you said, duplicatable. And we're going to talk about the art of duplication here, kind of in a little bit different part of the meeting. But just keep focused. Everybody in this room should have their steps to success printed out already, taped up where you can see them, or on, on your person that you always. I have mine right here. And then I keep my mental notes, so I'm keeping track of my steps to success as well. So you need to. Yeah, I just always have them, and then I can go back and say, here's my loyal customers from last month. So whatever works for you, but they need physically printed out. Don't keep it in your mind, or your computer. Print it out so that you've seen it every day and are reminded of just how simple this is. We do not want to complicate it. We want to simplify.
Okay, so I just want to introduce Hillary Seymour. She's a double diamond in the company. She's going to talk a little bit about jump starting your business.
Okay. I can do that. Okay. Wow, there's so many people. Awesome. I'll try to talk really loud. Normally I talk really loud, but if you can't hear me, just tell me to speak up. And I wrote everything down so I stay on track because I like to talk a lot, and so I have all my points here so I don't get distracted. So if you feel like I'm reading from this, it's just for my own personal sake, so I don't go off on a tangent. So Sarah asked me to talk at the meeting, and I thought a lot about what I wanted to talk about and what's important, I think, and things that my own team maybe has difficulty with at some point, and so at all points in their business. And so the one common denominator was new distributors and even distributors who have been in this with me. I've been in with Sarah and my mother-in-law for about 1.5 years, same amount of time. And it's jump starting your business, and it could be in the very beginning of your business, and it could be 6 months in, and you're like, ugh, like I'm stuck. I'm in quicksand. I see the big picture, I see the vision, but I don't know what to do. And so the one thing I want to start with is that it starts with you. It's your choice. It's whatever you choose to do. A lot of times we look around and we want to blame everybody else for the reason why our business isn't going anywhere. And it's up to us whether we want to jump start it or not. Whether that's 6 months in, when you're in that slump, or it's in the very beginning. So nobody can do it but you. So think about the person who enrolled you into this business. They were you at some point, and they were scared and nervous to go out and talk to people about their business, jump starting their business, but they did it. They put their big girl panties on and they went out and they talked to whoever, whether it was you or your friend or whatever. They kind of got over themselves. They got comfortable with being uncomfortable for a second, and they stepped outside their comfort zone and they talked to you about their business. And it gets a little bit easier every time you do it. But if you're never doing it, you're never going to do it. Your business isn't going to grow. So it starts with you. It's a choice. So make that decision today that you're going to jumpstart your business and do it. Put it into action. I have so many people, I've heard a lot of distributors say to me, well, I feel bad. Okay, we've all done this. Okay, or we've all said it at some point in our business. I don't want to bug people. Like, I feel bad about, asking them to try this wrap thing. And maybe, Glenda doesn't. But some of us do. I personally don't. I'm with you on that. But there's a lot of people that have said to me, I don't know. I don't think they're going to want to try this, crazy wrap. And if they do, I'm going to feel bad. They're going to have to be a loyal customer for 3 months. They're going to have to run an auto ship. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't say that. Because I guarantee you the reason why Target makes so much money is because Sarah and I shop there all the time. We are a quarter of their business. And
They are not apologizing.
no, and they don't say they're sorry. They're like, come on, bring it on in. And so we have to remember that we are advertising our own business. Every single person, DJ's Dugout, anybody who starts a business advertises it. And they spend millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars advertising their business. And we get to be our own advertisement and pay $0 to advertise. It's just us opening our mouths. So we kind of have to get over ourselves a little bit in that respect. And don't feel bad, be excited. Don't feel bad about sharing an opportunity that could change someone's life, their family, their future. And 2, you're going to help them get healthy. So it's all good. It's a win-win. Okay, so you're in the beginning of your business, and you're excited, you're in motion, you're moving forward. And that's, in the beginning, if some of you are in your first 30 days or even 60 days of your business, go with that feeling, that movement forward, and figure out what it is that you do best. Do you. Don't do Tracy, don't do Sarah, don't do me, don't do Purdy, don't do Nicole. Do you. Okay? Do what you're good at. So that could mean a lot of things. One thing, it could be, if jumping into this means that you're going to wake up early and you're going to go to bed late every single night because you're going to figure out every single ingredient that's in every single product so that you can go out and you can talk to people finally about this because you got to know what's in this stuff. Okay? Maybe that's you. That's not me, but maybe that's you, and that's okay. Jumping into it might mean running errands with your kids, and every single person that you run into, you're so stinking excited about this that you tell them, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? Maybe you're really super good at that. Glenda's good at that. She talks to anybody, But that's Glenda. That might not be you. But that's jumping in. That's jumping into your business and talking about it. Jumping in might be being on social media, getting up every day and making a post on Facebook. Maybe it's twice a day. That's not me, but maybe that's you. That's Tracy. She's awesome at social media. But if that's not you in the beginning, it's okay. Don't do that. Figure out what you're good at. If you like, so this is me, parties. I like to party, and sometimes there's a Busch Light there, but normally it's I'm just kidding. So maybe it's parties, and if you like to party, then call every single person that you know that's going to support you in your business when you first start. Ask them to have a party for you. Ask them a favor. Hey, you want to have a party for me? I just started this new business, and I'm so excited, and you have to try this crazy wrap thing that everybody's talking about. So maybe that's you. If that's you, do it. That's jumping in with 2 feet. Okay? And if you don't know how to do a party, you bring your enroller with you. Say, hey, guess what? I like to party, girlfriend. Maybe you don't, but I do. And so you're going to come to me to the next 8 rep parties until I figure this out. And you're going to talk a lot, So maybe that's you. That's jumping in. And your enroller should absolutely do that for you. If you are here and you've newly enrolled somebody, be their partner in crime until they feel good enough to go out on their own and do a party. If that's them, okay? Maybe you're somebody, who likes to sit down and do one-on-ones and have coffee and take people out to coffee and, share this opportunity or this product with them. That's jumping in. Just do that. Jump in and do that. Okay? So there's all sorts of things here, ideas or whatever, that you can do. I think in the beginning of our business, we overwhelm ourselves. We see people doing all of these things, and there's probably people in this room who do all of that, and they're good at all of that, but most of us aren't good at all of that. So pick one thing in the beginning of your business and do that for a while until you get super good at it, and then step outside your comfort zone again, because that's what this business is about, is stepping outside our comfort zone. And it feels weird, and you don't like it. I still have to do it every single day. I still hate blitzing. To this day, I hate blitzing anybody that I don't know. I get nervous, I get shaky, I start sweating, and I don't know what to say, and I fumble over my words. And so I'm always stepping outside my comfort zone with that. So just pick one in the beginning and jump in and do it, okay? But the key is just to jump in. I already talked about that. Okay, so I'm going to go back kind of to the beginning of my business. And I'm going to give you maybe just one tip that I think you should all do. And it's super simple, and it's just be excited. Be excited. I mean, what is this business of like, hey, have you ever heard of that, like, that rap thing? You know, I don't know, it burns into tones and it tightens like your skin. Have you heard of it? I don't know, maybe you want to try it. Maybe not, it's okay if you don't, it's okay. You know, what is that? You know, I get more excited about a shirt that I bought at Super Target. You know, so be excited. Hey, have you tried that crazy rap thing everybody's talking about? No? What? Are you kidding me? You haven't tried that thing? I mean, no one is going to buy what you're selling if you are all in your turtle shell. You have to come out, you know? And if you're not that excited, go back to why you said yes in the first place. Christy De Jesus posted something today, and I loved it. And actually, I read it right before I came here. And she says, find what inspired you first, in the very beginning, and then seek that daily. So what's your inspiration? You know, why are you doing this? There has to be a reason, and it has to be more than just making a lot of money. We all want to make a lot of money. All of us. But it has to be more than that. You have to relate it back to whatever it is that you started. Whatever that is. It's different for every single person. That's what makes this so amazing. So when Sarah and I, and Prudy, my mother-in-law, she's sitting back here. Raise your hand. So when we first started this business, we didn't have monthly meetings to plug into. We didn't have Facebook, private Facebook pages to plug into, you know. We went on pure excitement and the hope and that belief that maybe, just maybe, we could be successful at this. Maybe. You know? But we were so excited, we didn't even care. I mean, we didn't. And Sarah found out what she was good at, and we kind of had like a team meeting, you know? And Sarah's super OCD if you don't know her. So I'm like, hey girlfriend, guess what? You are super good at like product knowledge. She loves that stuff. You know, and so she was researching the heck out of our product. And she was amazing at it. And then I'd be like, so after you read that, call me and let me know like what's in it. Because I'm going to be out telling everybody, you know, how amazing this stuff is. And my mother-in-law was the queen of getting people together. And by golly, if you weren't going to show up, you were going to know. You know what I mean? She was going to check in on you. So you better just answer yes or no from the beginning. You know what I mean? Because she was going to hunt you down. So we were like fierce, right? I mean, the three of us, we didn't take no for an answer. You know, if we heard no, we just kept going. And we spent no time complaining. We just were excited. That's it. And so go on pure excitement in the beginning. That's the best part. And this is fun, right? A lot of us are here because we don't like our 9-to-5 job. We don't want to go there every day. We want freedom of time. We want financial freedom, all this stuff. So make it fun. You know, make it something different. It's something new. So be excited. So I went out and I got some tips from fellow distributors and leaders in our business because that's how I grow in my business. You know, I'm kind of stubborn and I like to do things my own way, but I know that I have to think bigger and better than that and beyond that. So I love to pick the brains of other people in this business who have been in it a while, you know, and there's a reason why they're ambassador and presidential and triple diamond. You know, they've been through all of it. And so I kind of reached out on some other pages and private messaged some leaders to give me one tip on jump-starting your business. And so here's a few of them. Some of them are great tips that maybe they use in the beginning of their business, and some of them are things that they wish they would have done. Like kind of one of those things, you know. If I only knew now, you know, or if I only knew then what I know now. Is that how it goes? Okay. Okay, so one of them says, each of our beginnings are completely different. I saw and still see others taking off when they've been in this business such a short time. And it's so easy to get discouraged and think, why isn't my business taking off like that? But for me, I have to take my business one day at a time, do what works for me based on my situation, and not get discouraged. Does that make sense? She said. So absolutely. Like I said, do you. Do what works for you, and don't get discouraged. Don't get all caught up in all this success, because you'll be there. Do your eSuite training. Somebody else says, do that right away. And do it more than once. I still go in every couple of months and I revisit that eSuite training. And so that's a great tip. Educate yourself on the products. Put yourself out there. The sooner you do it, the easier it gets, the faster you build your team. I waited too long to talk to everyone I knew, thinking they would not be interested or I would be annoying, and I was completely wrong. Don't be pushy, just be thoughtful. And let them know what you know so they can make the decision. The no's usually turn out to be yeses down the road. And we've all experienced that, I'm sure, if you've been in this business more than 60 days. And most of the time, it's your family in the beginning. They all tell you no. And then, guess what? You're still doing that crazy rep business, and they're kind of interested. And maybe, sort of, maybe trying to rep. So, tell yourself from the very beginning that you are okay with hearing the word no. I mean, beat that into your head, she said. LOL. This will help you so much with jumpstarting your business because you just keep moving on. And she says, next. I mean, that's super redundant in this business, but it's the truth. And if you're not okay with hearing no, you're going to have a really hard time in this business. It's not about you. It's just not the right time for them. So we have to think that way. Be a product of the product. I have a lot of people that say, oh, my business isn't growing, but they haven't ran their auto ship for 3 months and they're not using any products. No one's going to buy the fat fighters from you or even a crazy wrap if you're not using them. So be a product of the product. Find one thing that you love in the beginning. We're not asking you to spend a whole bunch of money, but just one thing that you love. Use it, get results, and share your story with people. Show them that it works. Super simple. Be a copycat. This is a copycat business. Don't reinvent the wheel. Step success, like Tracy and Sarah talked about, from the very beginning. I will tell you, we thought that was hogwash in the beginning. We did like, oh yeah, that's funny, step success. That's really going to make you like a lot of money. Those 3 steps. We were dead wrong, and we were those people. We tried to reinvent the wheel a few times. So, steps to success. Do it from the get-go. Stay away from daily scrolling on Facebook. This is something I wish I wouldn't have done in my business. This will not jumpstart your business at all. You have to get out and talk to people. Get in front of them. Build a relationship with them. Facebook is not a relationship. So she says, post it on Facebook, set it, forget it, then check it. I love that. So you're not on there all day long, 24/7. Have a daily plan. Wake up with a plan. What are you going to accomplish that day? Then put it into action. Less talk, more action. Find every single leader on your team or sideline teams and send them a friend request on Facebook. Follow them and repeat everything that they do. If you're not great on social media, find somebody that is. And just copy and paste it. And use your own personal pictures. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you want to use their pictures, just ask them, hey, can I use that picture? Is that okay? It's fine. We all do it. Okay? So find your leaders, and because I promise you, you're going to find somebody that you connect with, and you're going to share a story with them, and it's going to move your business in a completely different direction. Somebody that you can relate to, that's super important. I already told you the Chrissy De Jesus thing. A couple other super simple things that you can do to jumpstart your business that people are going to go, hey, this girl's serious. I think this is her business. Is change the profile picture on your Facebook page to something that's you, first of all, not like a cat or a dog or, I love that. I mean, that's great and everything. It's cute. I love cats and dogs. But make it something that's at least you and make it kind of fun, not an advertisement, something that's fun. And change your voicemail setting. That's something that's super simple. And I was kind of nervous about that in the beginning, but do it. It's great. And make it fun. Make it exciting. You know, I keep saying that, but make it exciting. And so, I mean, that's really it. So all of these things are, you know, tons of great ideas. Do you guys have anything else that you want to share with the room? Maybe something I didn't touch on? Or that's really worked great in jumpstarting your own business? Tracy, Sarah, any major tip? Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you said change your voicemail to something exciting. Is
Yeah.
that something exciting like you just sound excited, or something exciting involving like the rep or
Yeah, like your It Works Global distributor, yeah. So that people
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Like you're rapping people, you know. I think mine says something like, "Hi, you've reached Hillary Seymour. Sorry I missed your call. I don't even know. Do you know what mine says? sorry, I missed your call.
I hang up.
Yeah, I don't. It's something about. I might have said that. Yeah, I don't know. It's something. I might be busy out rapping someone, but please, anything. Yeah. No, I said Hillary Seymour with It Works Global. That's what I said.
At the very
You know?
least, have that in there because I know all of you are passing out your Blitz cards. And if you have, you know, one that lands in someone's hands that doesn't know you and they call you, you don't want them to hear, yo, 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 what's up? You know, they're going to be like, I was just going to try and buy a wrap, but I don't know. But, so, you know,
Wrong
you want to
wrap.
say, hey, this is so-and-so from It Works Global. You know, Purdy Seymour says, have you heard of that crazy wrap thing? Just in her message and says, you know, I will get right back to you. I'm probably busy out wrapping someone. Or, I mean, and you don't have to go into that much detail. Maybe you just want to say, my name is Sarah Seymour with It Works Global. That's fine if you want to start there. But, you know, it makes it more professional. People want to know that they're calling a business, not a, you know, crazy person.
Yeah. Any other tips? Anybody?
Launch party. You have a launch party
Yep.
as soon as possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
launch party. That's definitely not in here.
From the
So-
party girl. It's not in there.
The party girl.
Party girl.
Totally not in there. Yeah. So, okay, launch party. Here's something that I do actually do, but I, chose not to talk about it again. Is launching your business, of course. A party is super important in that process. But a great thing that I like to do now for my new distributors is, I know they have 30 days to get their first loyal customer. Boring. That's super snort. Like, I'm tired. 30 days? That is way too long. Give them a challenge. Say, hey, let's get your party booked like in the next week. Let's do that. This is a great time. Let's jumpstart your business. All you need is 4 or 5 people. That's it. Invite 8 because 4 or 5 will come. But let's do that. Don't give them a month. Don't do that. Do it right away.
Keeps that excitement. I mean,
Yes.
how many of us got in the business, ordered our kit, and be like, "What have I done? What have I gotten myself into?"
Yeah.
You gotta keep that excitement and want to strike while you're iron's hot,
Yes.
so to speak.
You don't
So,
want buyer's remorse.
No.
Yeah. Anybody else?
And there's nothing wrong with signing someone up as a distributor at their launch party. If they're having a hard time picking a date for a launch party, get one on the calendar and say, you know what, we're going to sign you then. That way we know for sure you're going to get your 4 loyal customers. Because nothing is worse than not seeing the free product come in the door from getting those 4 loyal customers.
Yeah.
If you aren't getting that free product, $120 in free product from those 4 loyal customers, and your 2 wrap rewards, which is, in total it's about $350 cash in your pocket. What that is the next 3 auto shipments that you can set aside. You're running your business for free for 9 months with that $350.
90 days.
Or I'm sorry, 9 months. 90 days.
I thought a wrap.
9 months. No, 90 days. You're running it for free, and that is super important. So the only time that I really see people fail in this business is when they don't see that cash coming in. They don't get that $120 in free product, and they don't go and sell it. They don't have a great launch, and all of that has to do with being a good sponsor and helping that person have a great launch. Now, you don't have total control over them, and if they don't have a good one, sometimes it's not your fault. But you've got to help people have a good launch and teach them how to get people there, and we'll talk about that some more.
Yeah, so the last thing I want to leave you with is something that I see happen a lot, now that we've been in this for a year and a half. Knowing what a year can do for you in this business is make the commitment to yourself and to your family because you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You know, you just are. But we make sacrifices in everything, for marriage. I mean, just life in general, we make sacrifices. So if you started this and you haven't given this a year, give it a year and tell your family and commit it to yourself that you're going to give yourself an entire year to do this business. Then, at that point, you can reevaluate. But I promise you, if you give this a year, it will change your life. I know that sounds redundant too, but it absolutely, if you work. If you do the, the steps of success, and you write these tips down, and you visually put them up so you can see them, and you have a plan every single day, it will change your life. So, that's it. That's all I have.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so next up we're going to talk a little bit about kind of the foundation of the business, which is building to what we call Ruby in the business. If you're new, that might be a foreign term to you, but there's different promotions. You can promote, your very first promotion is to executive in the business, and then the next one is to Ruby, and that is really the basis for everything we do. It's super important. I know we have a lot of Rubies in the room, and Ruby makes about, on average, they say $5.99 a month in commission, and I think that's more than what a lot of us even hoped for when we started the business. A lot of us just wanted a couple $100 extra bucks a month, and then you look at the Ruby, and I know I looked at Ruby and thought, well, if I could do that, that would be really nice. And then past that didn't even enter my mind, to be honest with you. But had I known that I'm just going to build a Ruby here, and I'm going to build a Ruby here, and then a third one, and I'm Diamond, and I'm making almost $2,000 a month, writing my own paychecks, and essentially by the bonuses that come along with that, had I known that, I would have dreamt bigger in the beginning. But when you start off small, I think you do more. When you see too much in front of you and you think it's a really long road, it's hard. So Amanda Rausch is going to come up and talk a little bit about building to Ruby, what that means, and actually kind of show you a visual so you can kind of see it, what that means. I can certainly help if you'd like. I think I have 6. You have 6.
Human Ruby.
Illustration of some sort here.
All right, Amanda Norcross is going to be the Ruby right here. All right, so who is all Rubies in the room right now? Quite a few. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so we're going to build a human Ruby. We did this, gosh, a year ago now, I think, and this visual really, really helped me to understand what truly a Ruby is. We see these charts and we still don't fully understand what this takes. So Amanda Norcross is our Ruby, and to get from executive to Ruby, she needs an executive underneath her. So Ashley might come in. So Ashley's the executive. We're going to try to build this chart out. And then Lacey, to be executive for Ashley, she needs 400 boxes. So that doesn't mean a certain amount of oils. That means 400 in volume. So it could be, 12 people on, I don't even know, but, to get that 400 is really, really important to really push the bigger packs that we have, or the skinny pack goes, is huge volume. I really try to emphasize on that because it's just easier to get to those 400 boxes still. You only need 4 to 5 skinny packs rather than 12 to 20, fat fighters and greens, etc. So she's going to have 2 400 boxes, and then also on her top line, she's going to need 2 400 boxes as well. So Taylor's going to put her down here. So this is a Ruby. Every single month. When you hit certain levels, you don't necessarily need that consistent volume, but to maintain a Ruby every month, you need this $400. So when that means, oils do fall off, as we all know, we've had oils quit, you need to keep rebuilding them. But this right here is an average of $600 a month. Does that make sense? And I brought 2 charts. I wanted to show you, I forgot the diamond chart, but so this is the Ruby.
I'm going to move everyone so we can see it.
Put your Ruby up front.
Okay.
Put your Ruby up
Ruby's up here.
Ruby's going to come all the way up front here.
So Amanda signed up, right?
Amanda signed up.
And then Amanda asked, who did Amanda
Taylor
ask?
and Jennifer are her 2 tops.
Okay.
So right up here. So she's got her 2
Okay, so
top
she asked her
lines.
friends. Okay.
She asked
So,
for 2
so
friends.
now she's an executive. This is an executive right here. So next month, or the same month, or whatever you're on, you're going to add a whole other executive onto your downline. And so now this is a root. Does that make sense, everybody? Is that a good visual to kind of understand what's going on?
talk about how you do it. Like, okay, so here's Amanda. So here's Amanda. She asked her 2 best friends, and they said, yes, let's do this.
And then BFF's cousin
Right.
signs up.
Okay. Here, okay, okay. So you asked your 2 best friends. You're just the $400 for now. Yeah. Okay, so she then Amanda trains her to do what? Does a success. And then so she asked 2 people to do, let's see, 2 more people. So you want to, no, wait, you're gonna be top line. You're gonna start. You guys go back there. Yeah, so she asked her 2 people, and they go get her their loyals, and then she's got an executive, and she asked somebody else to be on, say, you want to do this crazy rap thing with me? So she got 1, 2, 3 on her top line, and then her executive has 2. So because everybody
She
taught
taught her executive
Yeah.
the same steps. And let me think about this for a second. The crazy thing is that to go Emerald, which we're not going to get too much into this, but the reason why Ruby is so important is because if you look at the chart, like Sarah said, Ruby, 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 they build up the charts to keep growing up to the top. So then again, if she's going to teach Taylor, for instance, the steps to success, she's going to build her own, right? Her own Ruby, and now Amanda is going to become an Emerald because she's got 2 rubies underneath her. Diamond is 3 rubies, etc. It just grows, and so that's why Ruby is really the baseboard of this business. It is so important to understand what it is and to keep that volume and to push those skinny packs and add, that free product, or not free product, but that extra product for free shipping and stuff. Just because the more volume you get, the more you can place loyals elsewhere, so you're not focusing on this one $400 for a couple months. So.
Essentially, all it takes is these 3 front people to all find 5 people, just like she did in the beginning. That's all it takes to go diamond in this business. So these 3 front people, they're each going to go ruby. Okay, that is going to make her a diamond in the end. So that's exactly how the business works. You're just building rubies. And as you do that, your check is just going to go up and up and up and up. So don't look at diamond and go, how do I get there and how crazy is it going to be? Take it one day at a time. And that's really all it takes, just a little bit at a time. We all started in the same place. We all started at distributor, hoped to find 2 people and get to executive. And then we taught those people to go and find more, okay? And that's how we got there. So Ruby's pretty, I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of people that have gotten to Ruby in about 60 days or less. And imagine if you do that one more time, another 60 days, one more time, another 60 days. You're making $2,000 a month, and this isn't just, $2,000 once and it's gone. That's residual income. You've got loyal customers. You've got distributors that are still then going to go out and find more distributors. Okay? And so that's how I got to double. That's how I got to triple. Is my little rubies built to diamonds, that built to doubles, that built to they went out and did it. I didn't do it all myself. Yes, I helped them. I taught them the steps. I did things like this. I did this meeting. We do conference calls. I love it all. That's so much fun. But that's what the business is about. It's replicating. Okay? So thank you all for being our human Ruby. Thank you, Amanda. Huh?
We're going to do a 5-minute break.
Yeah, we're going to do a 5-minute break, you guys. Come on, everybody go to the bathroom, get a cocktail, whatever. We'll come back and finish up.